We were a bit critical, except for Maul. Maul said he absolutely loved it. Maul said
that shit was ass, nigga. Hey, Sway Lee, hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks with Drake at the end of the fucking summer.
So what is the button effect? This is when a person without difficulty can impact a single conversation by being simultaneously entertaining, informative, disruptive, and oftentimes shocking. In this video, I will explore not only this definition, but I will break down 3 principles that will take your conversation skills to the next level. In this culture, we have very dope and talented entertainers, interviewers, commentators, broadcasters, and more. But what we don't have is someone shining a light on these individuals and their specific skill sets and what made them who they are today and catapulted them to success. Until now. I'm Jamal Nolan, and this is Culture Breakdown. If you aren't familiar with Joe Budden, he is a retired rapper, media personality, the host of the Joe Budden Podcast and State of the Culture. Bottom line, he is a prominent figure in this culture and well respected. Let's dive deep into these principles, starting with number 3, passion.
But this is in that same ballpark to me. You fucking rappers, if you are not about to kill yourself, if you are not overdosing on pills, if you are not in a bad mental space, then what the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, don't play with it.
Stop playing with me because we didn't like your album. Stop playing with me because we thought that the content was... My nigga, are you all right or not?
Whew. Wow. Let's pause there. That was intense. And with passion being defined as a strong and barely controllable emotion, you can see how Joe's passion is on display when talking about mental health and the well-being of his friends. Reason being is Joe has admitted to suffering from depression and going through dark times. So this is a sensitive topic to him. Just listen to the anger in his voice and note the seriousness in his eyes and body language. As he is speaking, he chooses his words very carefully and standing firm in his stance. Pay close attention to the growing frustration, which is uncontrollable for him, but his behavior is well under control.
There are too many rappers dying and going to jail for me to deal with you successful multi-millionaires playing like this. It's wrong. And if nobody is going to say it, Joe will. It is fucking wrong. So if Chance is not all right, I apologize. The same way I apologize to Big Sean.
When you are passionate about a topic, you are firm on your stance and your beliefs. But being self-aware that this could offend someone else is a valuable tool. Let's see what else Joe had to say.
If niggas ain't all right, I'm sorry. Yeah. But I want to know. And in wanting to know, you might be wrong in your information digging. Because we not speaking to each other every day. But when I see some shit like this, I want to reach out to a nigga. Not when you in there, I love my fucking wife. Nigga, don't talk to your fucking wife then. Stop alerting people that love you and care about you. That's Joe's take. I'm done.
This entire clip displays Joe's passion about mental health and the well-being of others. He spoke from the heart, he spoke directly on his beliefs, and he displayed an outburst of strong emotions, which are all ways to convey your message with passion. You don't have to take your passion to this level, but by being genuine, speaking from the heart, and allowing your emotions to show, people can and will automatically connect with you and what you are saying. Beware not to offend during sensitive subjects, but let your voice be heard. Which brings us to principle number 2, shock value. Look at the disgust on Joe's face.
Logic never heard no 3 6 Mafia song in his life.
Logic, you are easily one of the worst rappers to ever grace a microphone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what they telling you at Def Jam.
Yeah,
I know
man.
you sold a lot of records.
Don't do that.
I know you fucking
There's
sell
worse
out.
rappers than
I know
Logic.
you sell out. No, there's not. I know you sell out a whole bunch of tours, and I know just how successful you are. I have to be honest. You are horrible, man.
Shock value isn't a negative term, it's a marketing strategy. And Joe has years of experience in media, and he often deliberately violates social norms by stating his personal opinion, especially if it's not a popular opinion. This is designed to break through the media cluster, to capture attention and create buzz. It's a genius marketing strategy, and he will also go on a rant, so to speak, like this one.
We don't.
Okay,
No, we don't.
Saha, put the record out.
Say something. Hey,
Saha,
wait.
Hey,
More,
Saha,
hey,
put the
more.
record
Check
out.
this out. More Rory Parks. Hey, all you. I never need y'all to speak for me. Hey, any of you rappers, it's still Joe. Put the fucking record out and say what you guys say. Don't talk about it, my nigga. I'm here.
But you're not
I'm
gonna rap.
not scared of none of these rappers.
I call this creating a moment. People think when Joe is screaming or yelling or quote unquote ranting that he's crazy or out of control. But it's all deliberate, folks. Nothing he's doing in these two clips is accidental or someone out of control. Both clips do the same exact thing. Spark a debate, stir up fan bases, and get social media in an uproar. That's how you create free promotion and build a platform. Joe is the master at this. Now, how does this apply to you? Well, when you go against the grain or say something shocking, you immediately captivate an audience attention. This can help you stand out in a room full of the play it safe types. Deliberately going against the norm will cause backlash, so be open to spirited debates. Being disruptive can pay off big time if it's played right. The easiest way to stand out in the crowd is to not stand in the crowd. Now let's move on to my favorite principle, storytelling. Before I get this clip started, I compare Joe's storytelling to that of a comedian because of a few key elements like content, pacing, delivery, just to name a few. I'll explain that more as we go through the clip, but there's a few things you need to know about storytelling first. The story arc, which is beginning, middle, and end, characters, the setup, and punchline. Now let's watch.
Maul, do you know my friend Keith?
Keith. Why does that?
Rory knows my friend Keith.
I know Keith.
We play cards with Keith.
Oh, light skin Keith?
Yeah, light skin Keith. You know, that's part of my card playing clique. Like,
and
us.
that's part of.
So it's me, Keith, Pop, T. It's like it's a bunch of us. It's that whole crew on 145th and Lenox. We play cards with the old people. It's where I got robbed at. You know, we got a community, right?
How convenient is that?
Joe is setting the stage and developing characters just like comedians do.
So I play the spades. Keith and them, they're a bit more advanced. They do pinochle sometimes. My memory's not that good. They do bid whist from time to time, right? Trust me, this story has a point.
Now that the characters are developed, the story can begin.
Watching the news, and the news, they said the New York mega lottery millions winner identity is being released today.
Wait, why?
Because they couldn't find the winner in New
they couldn't
York.
find
The
him.
Harlem
Okay.
dude, $345 million after taxes. It was $125 million with 300,025.
This is where I want to point out the pacing and the delivery. It's slow in order to build anticipation and to allow the audience to make their own conclusion.
My father's calling me all day long. Oh, Webstar just called. And when I finally call him back, he says, yo, just by chance, did you see who won the Mega Millions in New York? And I said, no. Why? And he starts dying laughing because it's our man Bailey that we play cards with, right?
Oh, shit.
Misdirection is huge in joke telling. No one saw Bailey as the winner coming because up until this point, he wasn't even mentioned.
So Keith, I'm bringing up Keith because this man was Keith's bid whist partner. And I think Keith deaded him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Keith was like one of the only people to like really be close to him, and then he deaded him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Checked out too early.
So my father's laughing.
And
He uses Keith as the subject of the story where you believe he won the lottery, but actually the joke's on him.
And he don't even have a phone. They be like, yo, my fault.
My father's laughing because he said Keith is in the hospital sick, growing up.
Because he hit?
Joke's on you, Keith. Let's hear Keith's side of the story.
He doesn't know I'm calling.
He ain't answering that shit.
Keith ain't answering.
Well, he might still be in the
Keep
hospital.
somewhere throwing up.
Yo,
Keith, this is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden Podcast. How you doing?
I'm all right. What's good?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
No, I heard Pop told me you was a little sick this week.
You know why? My fucking rich father hit the fucking lottery, you know? And I can't rub two nickels together. Nigga, I'm fucking sick, yo.
What a great moment. This just furthers the listener's experience with honest reactions from Keith. The clip is much longer than this, so I'll be sure to leave the link to the full video in the description box. Now, there are so many ways that this story could have been told badly, but Joe gave the perfect amount of details and withheld the right details, which led to a funny story. Storytelling is all about pacing, delivery, setup, and payoff. If you use slow pacing, you have to have a huge payoff. Stories don't have to be so obvious, factual, or told in chronological order, especially when your objective is to get a laugh.
Fuck are you talking about, nigga?
When these three principles are combined, you can impact a single conversation by being simultaneously entertaining, informative, disruptive, or shocking. And that is the Budden effect. Quick review on everything we just learned. Passion. Speak from the heart, show emotion, connect with others, and be careful not to offend. Shock value. Opposing views or opinions, disrupt the status quo, beware of backlash. Storytelling. Give/omit important details. Setup is important. Pace yourself appropriately. Use misdirection or callbacks. Deliver the punchline. Thanks for watching the video, and if you enjoy content like this and want more breakdowns, please hit the subscribe button, comment down below who I should do next, like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow our influence and impact in this culture and bring more great content, spotlighting the best. Thank you.